Do you feel that your to-do list is getting longer and longer while you are more and more out of control? If yes, don't worry. There is a simple solution for you based on my Barbell Productivity System. Identify each task as either a must-do or can-do. Either must-do or can-do. They are completely different animals. Must-dos or obligations are tasks you must finish at a certain date, or you will experience unwanted consequences. You decide what unwanted means for you, but if they are unwanted, then they are must-dos. You want as few of them as possible, since your time is valuable. You input your must-dos in your calendar as separate events at the latest possible time. This is important in order to avoid procrastination and utilize Parkinson's law. Can-dos, also called options, are all tasks that you might want to do at some point. So in other words, no unwanted consequences. They are just choices and suggestions that you can either do or not do. You can just pick and choose depending on what you want. You want as many of them as possible, since you get more freedom with more options and can strategically pick the best one. You input your can-dos in a separate can-do list that you can check off or ignore depending on your mood at that time. And note that a single task can shift multiple times between the must-do and can-do depending on the circumstance. So it is a dynamic and living system which you can either put into your calendar, remove options and add them back, etc. But then the question that you might have is, how do I know if it's a must-do or can-do? Do you have a simple question? Yes, I have. And the question is this: will there be too many unwanted consequences if I do not complete this task at all? So for each of your to-dos, ask yourself, will there be too many unwanted consequences if I do not complete this task at all? And if there is a yes on the question, it is a must-do, so add it to your calendar. And if it's a no to the question, it's a can-do, and you can add to your can-do list. And the more you do it, you will eventually get this gut instinct feeling whether it's must-do or can-do. But in the beginning, use this question. You become invincible to overload by limiting your must-dos and expanding your can-dos. Say no to commitments and prioritize while keeping more doors open. So in other words, using this technique, the more tasks you get bombarded with, the more freedom and happiness you will experience.